Before I'm introducing you to my daughter, Romi, on the way here, my wife, Eitan, who sits here, we heard a very, very good song, Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi. I believe I know all the words by heart, but I never listened to the words. And for 30 days, we just do the same. We pray. And we will keep on doing this. Who is Romi? I have 5 kids, 3 daughters and 2 boys, and Romi is the sandwich, number 3. She's 23 years old. And Romi is sunshine. Romi is sunshine because she's light. She is the light and the heat that comes with the sunshine. When Romi enters the room or this hall, you will immediately notice her. And she will conquer everyone's heart here immediately. The positive energy of Romi will conquer you. She has warm gestures, unique voice. The pitch of the voice is slightly higher than anyone else here. And you immediately notice. And it's like a heat wave. Everybody knows her. Last week, my wife had a run for all the kidnappees, and 150 people came. All of them friends of Romi. They came all over from Israel. 150 people came to run. Romi was a waitress in a restaurant, but when we went, all the family to the restaurant that she was working there, everybody told us the same thing. There are many waitresses, but there is Romi. And they are right. But Romi, one funny thing in Romi is that if there is a hole in the ground, she will fall. If there is a pole, she will stumble. Yeah, but everybody jokes about this, yes? Funny. Last year, she went for a trip with her best friend, Gaia, for South America for 7 months. During these 7 months, she was hospitalized 3 times. Yeah, she fell. Yeah, but everything was not heavy. Everything was light. She was calling me from the hospital in Rio or wherever city in South America saying, everything is okay, but I'm in the hospital. Yeah. Nothing is too heavy for her. Basically, I don't remember even one time she was angry about anyone. Everything was with smiles, with joy. She's basically a free spirit. Free spirit. And she loves surprises. So when she came back from the trip in South America, she surprised me on my birthday. Okay? I was coming home from work. I saw my other girl taking the cell phone and filming me. I didn't know why. Because Romi was hiding behind the couch in the salon. And wow, this was the best hug that a father can give to his daughter. I believe we hugged for more than 5 minutes. It was very, very important for Romi, extremely important, that everybody around her will feel very good, all the time. Last week was my birthday again, 23rd of October, 2 weeks ago, sorry. This time, all I want is to Romi to be free. That's all. Very simple. I want to hug her again and watch her live the life she wants as a beautiful, free spirit. My name is Eitan. I'm born and raised in Israel. By profession, I'm a mechanical engineer, and I'm working, guess what, for Berkshire Hathaway. Together with my wife, we have 8 kids. Meital has a triplet of 3 girls. And all these 3 girls were the best friends of Romi because they were basically born less than 1 year after Romi. And they miss her a lot. In my spare time, I volunteer as a policeman. And guess what? In my opinion, everybody should be free and secure. And being a policeman, besides my work, and being a father of 5 kids, I like my community to be free and secure. I could tell you more about myself, but one thing is very important, is the freedom of my daughter, Romi, and all the other hostages. As a father, it's very obvious and essential that everybody should be and live in peace. Peace for children, peace for babies, peace for the elderly, the young men and the women that are now being held hostage. 241 people. What happened on October 7th? Basically, it started one day earlier. We went to a wedding, and Romi should have joined us. Basically, she urged us to go to this wedding because she wants to join us. What happens that her work decided that they need her, and she didn't come to the wedding. But once we finished the wedding, I called her, and I said, Romi, why don't you join us in the car and go back home in the north of Galilee, in Israel? And guess what? What she told me? I have a party to attend. A festival. I was so happy for her because Romi is a free spirit. She likes festivals. She likes to party. And I just hung up and said, very good, go to the party. At 7:15 the next morning, I got a phone call from her. And you know what? As a father, when you see on your screen or cell phone screen the name of your daughter or son at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's never good. What she was saying to me, we are under attack. We are being shot. And the rockets are coming from Gaza. And guess what I asked her? Where are you? And she said she's in the south, and she's in a party. So I asked her again, why are you being attacked in a party? Very simple and logical question. And Romi, as a Romi, she said, sorry, I didn't give you the context. And she gave me the context of being in a party in the south, next to the border. And what I recommended her is run, run, and run. Run for your life. And run to the nearest village as soon as possible. At this point, no one knew exactly what was happening. I remind you that at 7 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I didn't know anything about terrorists. I was only oriented to the rockets. And then the terrorists who were blocking the exit caused a traffic jam. Nobody could evacuate from the party. And what Romi and her best friend Gaia, they left the car and went to hide in the bushes for 2 hours. And all this time, Romi was on the line with me, my elder daughter, and her mother. all the time. For 3.5 hours, she was online with us. And I have all this conversation recorded on my cell phone. It's tough. In one time, they sent the location to the best friend of Gaia, asking him, where are you? Can you help us? And he was in the nearest city in Beersheba. And we didn't know this, but he already succeeded evacuating more than 10 people. 2 times, 5 and additional 5. And when Gaia sent him the location, he came back, even though Gaia eventually asked him not to come. He decided to come. And now we know that he was driving across the border to Gaza, going back to the party. At some point, he found Gaia and Romi. So I received a phone call at 10:02 in the morning, and my daughter was telling me, hey, we are on the car with Ben. Ben is the driver. And we picked another guy because people were screaming and running all directions. You should know that 3,000 people are under attack. They run all directions. So they picked another guy they didn't know, Ofir Tsarfati. And Ben was heading out from the party, but he didn't succeed. Ben and Gaia were murdered in the same car that my Romi was in the back seat. She saw them die. But she was on the phone with her mother, saying that she was shot also in the hand. And Romi, being a medic in the army, she knew how to handle the minor injuries, but not being shot. After crying a lot and saying she is going to die, and her mother was comforting her that she is not going to die, basically, what the next thing was that we heard Arab language on the phone. Basically, what they said, after translated it into Hebrew, that she is alive, let's take her. And this is the last time we heard from Romi. The next morning, of course, we couldn't sleep the same night, Saturday night. Our neighbors came to see us. And they heard that we have an issue with the phone that we don't know, because every time you call Romi, it's dead. Something like nothing is connected. And I don't know why, I don't know how, but all I know that after 5 minutes they showed me that her phone is in Gaza. Some kind of hacking. Wow, this was, until then I didn't know where is my daughter, okay? I couldn't believe it. The whole experience was still a nightmare. Sorry. And it's still a nightmare for 30 days. It's not a nightmare, it's also a daymare. It took 16 days for the army to announce for my family that Romi is a hostage. You should know that in the beginning of this terrible Black Sabbath, there were 3,000 people that nobody knew were out there. 3,000. Including soldiers, including civilians, including the people that attended the party. Romi, my sunshine, my free spirit, beautiful daughter, is now a prisoner. There were many heroes this day. Many. Ben, the angel that came all over back to rescue my daughter and was killed and murdered. Gaia. Also. And all the people that were killed or survived this Black Sabbath. No kid, no parent, no family, no society should experience this horrific nightmare. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than Israel. I have always admired the United States of America, and I quote, the land of the free and the home of the brave. This is what I'm asking for my daughter Romi, and of course, Guy, and all the rest. I know she is brave. I would like her to be free. She and all the hostages deserve to be free. And I ask you here to support all the families, support Israel, and make sure that they are free. Thank you.